Arjuna lived in Amaravati for 5 years, thinking always of his brothers. As the time for him to leave approached, Indra summoned Chitrasena and spoke to him in private. O chief of the Gandharvas, I have noticed Arjuna casting glances at Urvashee. Go to her and have her wait upon that Pandava with all of her feminine graces and skills. And just as you have taught him all the arts of music, now you should also teach him the art of associating with women. At once, Chitrasena went to Urvashee and described Arjuna's many virtues. O lady of fair hips, know that I have come here on the command of Indra to ask you for a favor. There is one now living here in the heavenly regions who is renowned among humans for his grace, behavior, beauty, vows, and self-control. He is famous for his might and prowess, and he is respected by the pious. He is also endowed with presence of mind. He is a genius and possesses great energy. Oh, that mighty hero is forgiving and without malice. He knows all the Vedas with their many branches, is devoted to his elders, is never boastful, sees even small things as if they were important, and is always the shelter of his dependents. His name is Arjuna, and his father, Indra himself, has brought him to heaven from the earthly regions. O blessed lady, Arjuna seems inclined towards you. Please go to him and allow him to obtain you. Urvashee replied cheerfully, Yes, having heard of Arjuna's virtues, how could I fail to be attracted? Indeed, thinking of that hero, why, I am already stricken by the god of love. Go now wherever you like, O Chitrasena, and I shall go to him. Having succeeded in his mission, Chitrasena left. Urvashee then prepared to meet Arjuna. She bathed and smeared her body with perfumed unguents. Dressing with layers of see-through silks, she adorned herself with jewels and gold ornaments, as well as fragrant garlands of brightly colored flowers. She was absorbed in thoughts of Arjuna, and her heart was pierced with the arrows of Cupid. Inflamed with desire, she imagined herself lying with Arjuna on a soft white bed laid over with silk sheets. Setting out at a time when the moon began to rise, the thin-waisted Urvashee went towards where Arjuna was staying. As she walked, her long black braids, which she had decorated with bunches of flowers, swung around her beautiful white face. Her two finely tapering breasts, adorned with a string of diamonds and pearls, and smeared with fragrant sandalwood paste, trembled as she walked gracefully through the gardens. Her high, rounded hips, covered with thin cloth and decked with golden chains, moved from side to side. The rows of golden bells around her ankles tinkled gently. She defied the splendor of the full moon, and was quite capable of breaking the vows of even the greatest ascetics. Exhilarated by the little liquor she had drunk, and full of desire, she cast glances from side to side, and seemed even more alluring. Seeing her pass, the Siddhas and Charanas considered Urvashee to be the finest sight in all of heaven. Soon she arrived at Arjuna's door, and sent word to him through the doorkeeper. Immediately, Arjuna invited her into his home. He was anxious that the goddess had come to see him at night. Noticing her incomparable beauty, out of modesty, Arjuna closed his eyes. Arjuna worshipped her as if she were his superior, and then said, "O foremost of Apsaras, I bow down to you. What is your command? I am your servant." Hearing his words, Urvashee was overjoyed. Her voice rang out like tinkling bells. "Yes, O best of men, I will tell you what brings me here. When you first came to heaven, a large assembly was convened, during which we celebrated your arrival. All the gods and celestials were present, and you were seated by the side of Chakra. You saw me then, dancing in the midst of the chief Apsaras. Your gaze rested upon me for some moments, and even Indra noticed your attentions. Thus, he has sent me here through Chitrasena. I have come to wait upon you, O hero. My heart is stolen by your virtues, and I am under the control of Kamadev, Cupid. So this is my wish. Let me possess you tonight." At once, Arjuna covered his ears in shame. "O blessed lady, O most charming one, it is not proper for me to hear you speak such words. You are the wife of my superior. Just as the illustrious Kunti or the beautiful Shachi, Indra's consort, is to me, so also are you. O goddess, do not doubt what I say. O lady of sweet smiles, I did indeed gaze upon you, but not out of desire, for there was quite another reason. I have heard about you while at home on earth. Thousands of years previously, you had become the wife of Pururava, and he was one of my ancestors. And it was your son who had been the forefather of my dynasty. O Urvashee, I feel quite unable to make you my lover. O blessed one, when I gazed at you, I was simply amazed to see the mother of my dynasty. So, you should not entertain any other feeling for me than that of a son." "O son of Indra, we of the heavenly realms are not fettered or shackled by the morality of human beings, so you need not see me as a superior. Why, I have sported with other sons and grandsons of the Puru dynasty without incurring any kind of sin. Now, be favorable towards me. I am burning with desire and feel devoted to you. Do not reject me, for that is not the practice of virtuous men. O beautiful lady, hear now what I shall tell you, and let the four directions and all the celestials also hear. You are no different to me than Kunti, Madri, or Shachi. So I bow my head to you as my mother. Now, please protect me as your son." It was clear now to Urvashee that Arjuna was firm in his determination. Rejected and insulted, Urvashee became angry. With knitted eyebrows and quivering lips, she exclaimed, "So, just as you now insult a woman who has come to you at your father's command and out of her own desire as well, a woman pierced by the arrow of Cupid, so you shall lose your manhood and live as a dancer in the company of women. O Arjuna, you shall become a eunuch and lose all respect." And with that, Urvashee turned and left Arjuna. Arjuna thought carefully. Surely Indra must have known that this would happen. Why then had he asked Chitrasena to send Urvashee to him? So Arjuna went at once to Chitrasena and told him what had transpired, repeatedly mentioning Urvashee's curse. Chitrasena then went to Indra, informing him of the situation. Indra called for Arjuna and spoke to him privately. "O best of men, because you are her son, Kunti is indeed the most glorious mother. You have defeated even the rishis by your self-control and patience. So do not worry. Urvashee's curse will be good for you and will actually prove useful. For you will need to pass your final year of exile incognito. At that time, Urvashee's curse will take effect, and living as a eunuch, no one will be able to discover you. And having passed 1 year without your manhood, at the end of that period, you will regain your manhood." Arjuna was now relieved. He then stopped worrying about the curse and continued to live happily in heaven with his father and Chitrasena.